Hello everyone. In this farm documentary, we explore the alarming destruction of mountain and forest environments, emphasizing the devastating impact of forest fires on vegetation. As these natural habitats deteriorate, invasive species are increasingly encroaching on residential and urban areas, posing new challenges for communities and ecosystems alike. Bears have been increasingly encroaching on residential areas, causing significant disturbances and raising concerns among homeowners. In one alarming instance, bears invaded a man's yard, leading to a chaotic and panic-stricken situation as he confronted the unexpected visitors. A herd of black bears unexpectedly appeared on the highway, causing widespread panic among drivers. This led to a major accident where a vehicle was severely damaged, resulting in the car veering off the road and falling below the grass verge. The incident highlighted the significant danger posed by black bears when they encroach on human habitats, creating hazardous situations that can have serious consequences for both people and animals. The government has issued directives to control the rapidly increasing black bear population, recognizing the dangers they pose to both rural and urban communities. And to address this issue, hunters have employed specific strategies, such as preparing food that attracts bears by tying it tightly to barrels on tree trunks. Once the bears are lured in by the scent, hunters hiding in nearby trees shoot them with arrows laced with anesthetics. Let's explore the agricultural farm documentary dedicated to red foxes today. Red foxes are widespread throughout the United States, and they have an estimated total population of up to 1.2 million. Especially in Iowa and Pennsylvania, the number of red foxes is recorded to be increasing due to ideal living conditions with abundant food sources and minimal forest cover suitable for their ecological need. Animals such as foxes often have a habit of digging in the ground in search of insects and small rodents, an activity that can unintentionally seriously damage the root system of plants. This action not only disrupts soil stability, but can also lead to damaged plant roots, reducing the ability to absorb nutrients and water, ultimately affecting the yield and quality of the crop. Product In orchard environments, the disturbance caused by foxes digging in search of pests can be extremely harmful, especially to young trees. The destruction of the root system not only hinders the normal growth of the plant, but also significantly reduces the overall productivity of the garden, thereby affecting the economic efficiency of farming activities. Additionally, in the Midwest, a free-range poultry farm unfortunately suffered repeated losses due to red fox attacks. This problem not only causes the farm to suffer significant financial losses, but also greatly hinders maintaining performance and increases operating costs. Therefore, to protect the agricultural industry, farmers and hunters in the U.S. coordinated the use of hunting dogs and hunting guns to control the number of red foxes. What do you think about this measure? If you agree, press 1. If not, please select 0 in the comments section below. We will explore this issue further. Hunting breeds such as coonhounds, Jack Russell Terriers, and especially foxhounds are highly regarded for their ability and reliability in fox hunting. These dogs, with their unique abilities, contribute significantly to the management of fox populations, especially in areas where this species has become a threat to livestock life and the safety of animals. Field. The use of foxhounds not only affirms the value of traditional hunting methods, but also reflects flexible adaptation to the requirements of wildlife management in the modern era. These dogs are carefully trained from an early age, learning to obey commands and developing natural hunting instincts. When taken to the field, they are tireless warriors in tracking and chasing foxes. Working in teams, they are more effective in covering large areas and quickly driving foxes out of their hiding places. In the process of hunting red foxes with dogs, hunters not only rely on the agility of the hunting dog army, but also equip shotguns to assist in dangerous and emergency situations. This method is widely used in rural areas where red foxes cause heavy losses to agricultural activities. However, to do this, hunters need to strictly comply with legal regulations, including possessing a hunting license issued by the government. Dogs play an important role in wildlife management, thanks to their ability to access rugged areas that are difficult for humans to reach, such as dense bush or wetlands. This makes them an irreplaceable tool in controlling dexterous animals, such as red foxes, especially where they can easily hide or seek cover. The highlight of this method is the ability to accurately target specific targets, such as red foxes, without affecting other wildlife. This option is not only safer but also environmentally friendly compared to using poisons or traps, which may unintentionally harm unwanted species, including wildlife. Useful. However, using dogs in wildlife management requires highly skilled handlers along with well-trained dogs, which is not only expensive but also requires a lot of time. In addition, these people need to have a deep understanding of animal behavior and must be good at controlling dogs in a variety of environments, often complex and challenging ones. In particular, using dogs to hunt foxes raises serious ethical concerns, especially in relation to the safety and welfare of both species. The rapid population growth of Canadian geese, increasing by millions annually, poses significant challenges to ecosystems and human activities. To address these issues, governments have implemented various population control measures to manage the invasive geese populations effectively. These measures aim to mitigate the environmental impact and reduce the competition for resources among native species. Hunting Canada geese requires thorough preparation and the right set of tools and skills to ensure a successful and ethical harvest. Hunters need to equip themselves with essential gear, such as 12 or 20 gauge shotguns, binoculars for spotting geese from a distance, and adequate cover to remain concealed. Mastering the art of accurate aiming is crucial, as it determines the success of the hunt, especially when dealing with long-distance shots. Additionally, the ability to handle unexpected situations efficiently is vital to adapt to the dynamic and often unpredictable nature of hunting. Hunting is an effective method for controlling the population of Canadian geese, which can have significant environmental and ecological impacts. One of the key factors in successful hunting is choosing the right location. Ideal hunting grounds are large fields with abundant grass and food, commonly found in the East and Midwest regions of the United States. One of the most effective and popular tactics among hunters is the use of decoys, or goose dummies, which are strategically placed in high positions to attract the attention of geese from the air. The timing of these setups is crucial, with early morning being the optimal period to ensure the decoys are in place before the geese begin their daily movements. While hunting is an effective method to control the number of geese, reducing their impact on agriculture and natural habitats, it has limitations. The growing populations of geese necessitate additional management measures beyond hunting. These geese have a voracious appetite for grass and other vegetation, which directly affects tree reproduction, particularly harming young and mature trees. This overgrazing not only reduces biodiversity, but also hampers the natural regeneration capacity of the environment. Additionally, invasive geese compete fiercely with native animals for food and shelter, leading to declines in native species and causing a cascade of ecological disruptions. To address these issues, governments have implemented various population control measures to manage the invasive geese populations effectively. These measures aim to mitigate the environmental impact and reduce the competition for resources among native species. Hunting Canada geese requires thorough preparation and the right set of tools and skills to ensure a successful and ethical harvest. Hunters need to equip themselves with essential gear, such as 12 or 20 gauge shotguns, binoculars for spotting geese from a distance, and adequate cover to remain concealed. Texas is renowned for its wild boar hunting expeditions, attracting thousands of hunters from around the world each year. The state offers diverse hunting opportunities, with the Panhandle region standing out as a prime location for those seeking to hunt giant fur. These expeditions are highly popular due to the challenging terrains and the abundance of large wild boars, making Texas a top destination for hunters looking for both adventure and the chance to secure significant trophies. These hunting adventures are meticulously organized by professional hunting companies that cater to every need of the hunters. These companies provide a wide array of services, including high-quality hunting equipment, experienced guides to ensure a successful and safe hunt, and comfortable accommodations to enhance the overall experience. In hunting wild boars, employing effective techniques is essential for success. Observing wild boar movements carefully allows hunters to predict their paths and behaviors. Utilizing the element of surprise increases the likelihood of a successful hunt, as it prevents the boars from escaping quickly. In preparation for a wild boar hunting expedition, hunters first gather in a common area where discussions and regulations are addressed. This ensures everyone is informed about the guidelines and safety measures. Following this, hunters are divided into teams, setting the stage for a coordinated and efficient hunt. Support from hunting dogs can be invaluable, as these trained animals can track and corner the boars, making it easier for hunters to take precise actions. Flexibility and quick reflexes are crucial in responding to the unpredictable nature of wild boars, ensuring that hunters can adapt to changing situations and maximize their chances of a successful hunt. The hunting environment in Texas's hill country presents a unique and formidable challenge for hunters. This region is characterized by dense forests, which require hunters to navigate through thick vegetation and rugged terrain, testing their skills, endurance, and adaptability. The diverse landscape, with its mix of woodlands, rolling hills, and open fields, adds complexity and excitement to the hunting experience. Annually, a significant number of wild boars are hunted to control their rapidly increasing population and meet the rising demand for wild boar meat. Farmers employ various strategies to manage these populations, ensuring the protection of their crops and livestock from the destructive behavior of these animals. Stay tuned for insights on various species, their behaviors, and management challenges. Australia is home to an estimated 3 million dingoes, spread extensively across its mainland, excluding Tasmania. This significant population of native wild dogs presents a complex challenge for the country's agricultural sector. In many areas, dingoes are known to cause substantial economic damage, particularly to livestock farms. Each year, these animals are responsible for around $60 million in losses, especially affecting sheep farming due to their predatory behavior. This introduction of dingoes as hunting companions has since morphed into a major agricultural concern, prompting various measures to manage and mitigate their impact on Australia's farming communities and the broader ecosystem. In this discussion, we delve into the invasive status of dingoes in Australia, a pressing issue that poses significant challenges both economically and environmentally. Season originating as hunting companions, dingoes have transitioned into one of the most problematic invasive species, wreaking havoc on native wildlife and disrupting ecological balances. The economic repercussions are stark, with annual losses to livestock, particularly sheep farming, estimated at around $60 million. This scenario necessitates effective control methods to mitigate the ongoing damage. Our exploration covers various strategies deployed across the continent, from traditional hunting techniques, employing bolt-action rifles known for their precision, to the implementation of trapping mechanisms like leg-hold traps, which aim to manage populations without extensive harm. Each method reflects a balance between efficacy and ethical considerations, highlighting the complex dynamics of wildlife management in Australia's diverse ecosystems. Dingoes were originally introduced to Australia thousands of years ago, believed to have arrived with seafaring traders from Southeast Asia. These canines quickly integrated into the Australian landscape, playing a crucial role as hunting aids for indigenous. However, as European settlement expanded across the continent, the role of dingoes dramatically shifted. They began to be seen as invasive pests rather than helpful hunting partners. This transition was largely due to their predation on livestock, particularly sheep, which posed significant economic threats to the burgeoning agricultural industry. As a result, dingoes went from valued companions to maligned threats, leading to extensive control measures aimed at mitigating their impact on farming and native wildlife. This shift has deeply affected both the perception and the management of dingoes in Australia, underscoring the complex interactions between introduced species and human economic activities. Dingoes inflict significant ecological and economic harm, manifesting in several ways. Firstly, their predatory behavior disrupts the delicate balance of native wildlife populations, leading to ecological imbalances within ecosystems. Additionally, the relentless pursuit of dingoes imposes substantial financial burdens on both the government and farmers alike. The costs associated with controlling dingo populations, implementing preventative measures, and mitigating the damages they cause accumulate annually. Notably, the agricultural sector bears a heavy toll, particularly in the sheep industry, where dingoes inflict devastating losses through attacks on livestock. These attacks not only result in immediate economic losses, but also perpetuate long-term challenges for farmers, exacerbating the already demanding nature of livestock management. Bolt-action rifles are highly regarded for their effectiveness in controlling dingo populations due to their precision and reliability. These rifles operate with a manual bolt mechanism where the shooter manually opens and closes the bolt to eject a spent cartridge and chamber a new round. This action provides a significant advantage in terms of accuracy and safety. This is particularly important when targeting fast-moving or distant animals like dingoes, where a clean, humane shot is crucial to prevent unnecessary suffering and ensure efficient population control. The rifle's ability to shoot from long distances also keeps the hunter safe from potential threats, making it an ideal choice for managing invasive species in expansive environments like the Australian outback. The practice of hunting dingoes raises significant ethical concerns and environmental impacts. Ethically, the method is contentious because it involves killing animals that are considered pests, yet are also an integral part of Australia's natural heritage. This raises questions about the balance between animal welfare and the need to protect agricultural interests. Environmentally, hunting can disrupt local ecosystem. For instance, removing dingoes, which are apex predators, might lead to an increase in the populations of their prey, potentially causing unforeseen ecological imbalances. Moreover, the use of firearms in hunting can lead to pollution and therefore, while hunting might be effective in controlling dingo populations and reducing economic losses, it necessitates careful consideration and management to mitigate its broader ecological and ethical ramifications. The leg hold trap is a widely used method for controlling invasive species such as dingoes. To install this trap, it is essential to identify commonly frequented paths or trails by dingoes. The location should ideally have visible dingo tracks or signs of regular passage. Once a suitable site is selected, the trap is carefully set into the ground, camouflaged with natural surroundings to avoid detection. When a dingo steps on the trap, the mechanism triggers, clamping onto the animal's leg and preventing it from escaping. This method allows for the live capture of dingoes, which can then be relocated or managed in accordance with wildlife regulations. Although effective, the use of leg hold traps must be conducted with strict adherence to ethical and environmental guidelines to minimize harm and stress to the animals. When comparing the effectiveness and humane considerations of hunting and trapping as methods to control invasive species like dingoes, each approach has its distinct pros and cons. Hunting, particularly with bolt-action rifles, is highly effective in reducing dingo populations swiftly and from a safe distance, minimizing risk to the hunter and non-target species. However, it raises significant ethical concerns regarding animal suffering and the impact on the ecosystem. On the other hand, trapping, such as using leg-hold traps, can be perceived as less immediately lethal, allowing for the possibility of release or relocation of captured animals, thus potentially being more humane. However, if not properly monitored, traps can cause severe distress and injury to animals, leading to prolonged suffering. Therefore, the choice between these methods involves balancing effectiveness in population control with ethical considerations of animal welfare and the broader ecological impact. The Australian government has committed significant financial resources to mitigate the impacts of dingoes, particularly concerning the damage they inflict on agriculture and native wildlife. Annually, the government allocates up to $100 million to address both the economic losses and environmental disturbances caused by this invasive species. This substantial investment supports a range of measures, including the development and implementation of control strategies like hunting and trapping, as well as funding research into more humane and environmentally sustainable methods. The funding also extends to community education programs aimed at promoting coexistence and understanding of dingoes, highlighting the government's multifaceted approach to managing the dingo population while striving to maintain the delicate balance of Australia's unique ecosystems. Balancing the control of dingoes while preserving the natural ecosystem presents a significant challenge. Dingoes, as apex predators, play a crucial role in maintaining the health and balance of ecosystems by controlling the populations of other species and thus preventing overgrazing and degradation of vegetation. However, their predatory nature also leads to conflicts with farmers, particularly through livestock predation, which can inflict substantial economic losses. Effective management strategies must therefore mitigate these conflicts, while ensuring that dingo populations do not diminish to the point where their ecological roles are compromised. This requires a multifaceted approach that includes non-lethal management techniques, habitat preservation, and community engagement to foster coexistence. Achieving this balance is essential not only for the sustainability of agricultural practices, but also for the conservation of Australia's unique biodiversity. Today, let's learn about the wild boar epidemic taking place in the U.S., especially in the state of Georgia. There are an estimated 500,000 animals across the state. Their distribution is concentrated mainly in areas with dense forest and swamp terrain, which provide ideal conditions for them to live and grow. Dodge and Telfair counties have the highest population of feral hogs, where their ideal habitat is made up of large agricultural areas and virgin forest. In these areas, wild boars not only severely reduce agricultural productivity by destroying crops, but they also threaten biodiversity. Wild boars compete for food and living space, disrupting the natural ecological balance and negatively affecting other native animals. In Peach County, Georgia, one farm reported that feral hogs damaged more than 50 of their watermelon crop, resulting in a loss of approximately $30,000 in one season. At the same time, in Mitchell District, another case said that wild boars destroyed nearly 50 of the corn growing area in just one night, causing a decrease in productivity and product quality, causing this farmer to suffer losses of up to $40,000. These incidents are just two of many reported each year in Georgia, demonstrating the severity of this problem. Faced with the challenges that wild boars once presented, Georgia hunters used helicopters combined with guns to fight this threat. Now, let's learn how these hunters used helicopters to hunt wild boar, and the effects this method had on controlling the local wild boar population. Helicopters are an important tool in wildlife management, especially for PS species such as wild boars. The use of helicopters in hunting and controlling wild boars is done through equipping support vehicles such as machine guns or specialized sniper equipment. These types of guns help hunters have the most accurate shots, causing wild boars to fall on the spot. The effectiveness of these guns not only ensures minimal suffering to animals, but also helps limit the number of wild boars injured and running amok, thereby reducing the risk of causing safety issues for animals, people, and surroundings. The appropriate and effective use of weapons is also an important factor in implementing responsible and sustainable wild boar population management measures. The versatility and ability to access difficult areas that the helicopter provides make it an effective choice for these missions, allowing hunting teams to quickly and safely reach areas with high wild boar density. In addition, helicopters also support monitoring the movements and behavior of wild boars from above, contributing to improving the effectiveness of wildlife management campaigns. Or at Gumlog Plantation, with about 2,000 acres of land, pilots and hunters on helicopters can easily locate pigs from the air, track their movements, and approach without being caught, obstructing terrain factors. Deploying helicopters in wildlife control operations provides a superior advantage in quickly accessing large areas and difficult terrain, such as forest. Ability is essential to be able to react quickly in emergencies, to minimize the damage that wild boars can cause to both the farm and the surrounding ecosystem. Besides that, hunting feral pigs by helicopter in Georgia also has significant challenges, specifically costs, environmental impacts, and legal issues. Hunting with a helicopter requires large financial resources. Helicopter rental costs can reach thousands of dollars per hour, not including costs for pilots and environmentally, this activity can cause many negative impacts. Helicopter noise can disturb wildlife and affect non-target animals. In addition, removing wild boars from the air can result in leaving animal carcasses behind, polluting the environment, and attracting other predators, potentially risking ecological imbalance. Kangaroos, with their distinctive bound and unmistakable silhouette, stand as iconic symbols of Australia, evoking the vast and wild landscapes of the continent. These marsupials are not just central to the country's natural heritage, but also deeply ingrained in its cultural identity, appearing on everything from the national coat of arms to local currency. While they're often celebrated in tourism and media for their unique appearance and behaviors, kangaroos also play a significant role in the Australian ecosystem, contributing to the biodiversity that characterizes this diverse country. As quintessential representatives of Australia's wildlife, kangaroos capture the imagination and curiosity of both locals and visitors alike. Kangaroos, while iconic to Australia, present significant challenges to both agriculture and traffic safety. In agricultural contexts, kangaroos are known to consume vast amounts of grass and leaves on farms, leading to substantial losses. It's estimated that these losses can amount to up to $100 million annually as kangaroos graze on valuable crops and compete with livestock for food resources. Additionally, kangaroos frequently venture onto roads, posing serious risks to motorists. Each year, around 200 traffic accidents are reported involving kangaroos, which not only endangers human lives, but also contributes to costly vehicle damages and disrupts traffic safety measures. Addressing these issues requires a balanced approach that considers both the preservation of wildlife and the protection of agricultural and human interests. Nighttime hunting is strategically implemented to mitigate public danger, offering a practical solution to manage wildlife populations, such as kangaroos in Australia, without posing risks to the general public. Conducted under the cover of darkness, this method minimizes the visibility of the activity, thereby reducing the likelihood of accidents or disturbances that could occur in more populated or trafficked areas during daylight hours. Moreover, the nocturnal habits of many wildlife species make nighttime the most effective time for hunters to operate. Hunters equipped with appropriate gear such as night vision and silenced weapons ensure that the hunting is not only effective, but also adheres to safety regulations, thus balancing the need for population control with public safety considerations. This approach is particularly vital in areas where wildlife frequently intersects with human activity, providing a crucial method to prevent accidents and enhance the safety of both the public and the hunters. Annually, approximately 5 million kangaroos are targeted by hunters in Australia, a strategy primarily aimed at mitigating the significant agricultural losses and enhancing road safety. This substantial hunting effort helps alleviate the burden on farmers who suffer from the kangaroo's predation on valuable crops and grasslands, with estimated damages reaching up to $100 million each year. Additionally, reducing the kangaroo population helps lower the frequency of vehicular accidents involving these animals, which not only pose a danger to human life, but also contribute to substantial costs associated with vehicle repairs and medical. Thus, regulated kangaroo hunting serves as a crucial component in balancing ecological health and human economic interests. Compliance with hunting rules and safety is paramount to ensuring both the conservation and ethical management of wildlife populations. Hunters are required to possess valid hunting licenses, which certify their eligibility and understanding of local hunting regulations. Additionally, the use of appropriate gear, such as suitable firearms and non-toxic ammunition, is mandated to minimize environmental impact and ensure humane hunting practices. Government bodies play a critical role in this system by actively monitoring hunting activities and maintaining rigorous data control. The establishment of kangaroo parks and reserves plays a crucial role in the conservation efforts for Australia's iconic marsupials. Notable examples include the DB Bella National Park, located near Canberra, and the Kangaroo Island Conservation Park off the coast of South Australia. These parks are not just refuges, but are vital for the protection and preservation of kangaroo habitats. They serve multiple purposes, such as safeguarding the kangaroos from hunting, maintaining natural behaviors in a protected environment, and ensuring the survival of various species, including the red, gray, and wallaby kangaroos. By providing a safe haven, these conservation parks help maintain ecological balance and biodiversity, which are essential for the kangaroos to thrive and for the ecosystems they support. Deer, often admired for their grace and beauty, have become a significant challenge in the United States. As these elegant creatures increasingly encroach upon agricultural lands in urban areas, they bring with them a host of problems. Farmers and landowners face substantial economic losses due to crop and property damage, while public safety is compromised by the rising number of deer-related traffic accidents. Addressing these issues has become imperative to mitigate the economic and safety concerns posed by this growing deer population. The economic impact of deer encroachment is substantial, with these animals causing significant harm to crops, livestock, and property. The financial losses attributed to deer-related damage reached a staggering $1.05 billion by 2022, highlighting the severe economic burden placed on farmers and landowners. This alarming figure underscores the urgent need for effective measures to address the growing problem of deer encroachment, ensuring the protection of agricultural investments and property from further damage. While hunting is an effective method for managing deer populations, it presents several challenges that must be addressed responsibly. One significant concern is the environmental impact, as hunting activities can lead to pollution and habitat disruption, affecting the delicate balance of local ecosystems. Additionally, safety is a critical issue, with approximately 200 hunting accidents occurring annually, highlighting the need for stringent safety measures. Therefore, it is crucial to adopt responsible hunting practices that prioritize conservation and safety, ensuring that hunting remains a sustainable and effective tool. However, to ensure a successful and safe experience, hunters must be well prepared with the appropriate gear for cold weather conditions. This includes wearing insulated clothing, using high-quality rifles designed for low temperatures, and adhering to state safety regulations to navigate the snowy terrain safely. According to estimates by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the number of baboons in Florida alone is around tens of thousands. In this farm documentary, let's dive into how farmers and communities are coping with these unexpected and unwanted. Stay tuned as we explore this issue further in today's video. The baboon population in Florida, estimated by the EPA to be between 5,000 and 10,000, has become a significant issue. Originally imported from Africa as exotic pets, many baboons escaped or were released, establishing a thriving invasive population. These baboons now inhabit a range of environments, from suburban neighborhoods to rural farmlands, creating challenges for both the environment and local communities. The United States government has implemented several actions to address the growing baboon population problem. Key measures include capturing and relocating baboons to reduce their numbers in high-risk areas and minimize their impact on human communities. Additionally, public education campaigns aim to raise awareness about the risks associated with baboons and promote safe practices for avoiding conflicts. These efforts are essential in mitigating the immediate threats posed by baboons to both people and agriculture. Hunting baboons requires a high level of stealth and patience. These intelligent creatures are highly social and alert, making them difficult targets. Hunters need to remain hidden and silent, often waiting for extended periods until the baboon Any sudden movement or noise can alert the baboons, causing them to flee and making the hunt unsuccessful. Therefore, the ability to stay calm and patient is crucial for anyone attempting to hunt these animals. In addition to patience and stealth, hunters must be equipped with the right skills and gear. Low-recoil hunting equipment is preferred to ensure accuracy and minimize the chance of scaring off the baboons. Hunters also need to be proficient in tracking and identifying baboon habitats, as these animals are known to move between forest and residential areas. Please share any humanitarian measures for dealing with baboons in the comments below. Thank you for watching and being part of this conversation. Now let's continue with the rest of the video to explore more ways to protect our farms and communities together.